The excitement of checking out Quezon Province is a first for me, and going there with old pals such as Sharon and Ten was a treat on its own. More so with newfound locals from the province, Pastor Noel and Ma'am Ronnie. It was 2 in the morning and waking up has never been so exciting even from a day-long shoot in Manila. Pack my bags and head down of the hotel elevator for a trip to check out this waterfalls that I could not even recall pronouncing it right. From the hotel in Ortigas, it was a fast 25-minute drive through the traffic-free EDSA to Magallanes, where we are to wait for our friends to come and pick us up. And I remember passing by the South Luzon Expressway, which was totally new to me, especially coming from a splintered set of islands like in the Visayas, where traveling is more snail-paced. It was near daybreak when we arrived in Lucena City. Our friend Ten was on the wheels for close to 3 hours, and we still have close to an hour to reach our motor trip destination. A very nice nature trip still within day hike range from Manila is the Quezon National Forest Park in Atimonan Quezon. This park, which is nestled in the famed Sierra Madre mountain range, is accessible by a scenic zigzag road that cuts through the forests. Built during the American period, the forest park is one of the oldest protected areas in the Philippines. The name of the town, Atimonan, is said to have derived from the town's lady founder, Simeona Mangaba, otherwise known as Ate Mona.
An hour and 15 minutes of your trek. There's some streams of water that you get to encounter, and this is coming from an uphill, from the uphill part of the mountain that we're going. Reach this area exactly 2 hours from our point of origin. This is the campsite, and this is the start of our uphill climb heading to the waterfall. We have just arrived in this waterfall area, and we're heading up to the main source of this falls, which is about around 50 meters more heading up. Here in Lucban, Quezon Province, in Barangay Santa Catalina, in the town of Atimonan, here in Quezon Province. 3 hours of mud trail. It will reach you to Bantakay Falls. And the experience from from the highway here in Lucban, Quezon Province, it's just mud, paved road, a bit of paved road, and streams of water. And when you get here, it's just an imposing 16-meter Bantakay Falls coming from the interior side of the province of Quezon here in Lucban. And we have a number of people also that would come here, considering it's really far from the highway. And coming from Manila at 3 a.m. and driving up here and arriving here in Lucena City after a 3-hour drive. And this is one place you should check out when you come to this side of the province of Quezon.
The first destination that we did is Bantakay Falls, which is situated in kilometer 166 in Santa Catalina in Atimonan, Quezon. So it's one of those places here in Quezon na medyo hindi pa gaasinong napupuntahan ng maraming tao.
One thing about the one here in Quezon Province, it's garbage management, and all the guides, 13 of them, whenever they go with a group, they guide a group, each and everyone is encouraged to bring their garbage out of the waterfalls area. And this is the area where they're supposed to put in their garbage, just to make sure that everything in the surroundings is maintained. So it's here, Quezon Province.
The peak is a perfect vantage point to view Mount Banahaw, the islands of Marinduque and Mindoro, as well as the major towns and cities of Quezon like Lucena, Pagbilao, and Tayabas. Moreover, environmentalists have acclaimed the excellent biological virtues of this peak, saying that it is a unique example of a lowland rainforest and that the karst vegetation found in the hills.
This is Quezon's protected area na park, and Mount Banahaw. What makes it different? It's different because it's considered a mystical mountain. Aside from that, this mountain is purported to be a source of a kind of energy. Reason kung bakit a lot of pilgrims and devotees go there during Holy Week. So much so that the DNR and the local government has to close it just to protect the mountain, because amount ng garbage is so alarming that we in the mountaineering community in the 90s have to create a project just to remove all the trash and clean up the mountain. But then again, kulang pa rin yung effort, kaya I think drastic measures had to be set up, and that's the reason why it was closed. Graceland is a private resort, but it's now being open, and a lot of people, stop here for pleasure. At maganda yung lugar nila because they have a man-made lake, so they can do a lot of activities here, and also savor the local cuisine, namely pancit lukban. We have this longganisa also, budin, which is the cassava cake, and then a lot of other delicacies that can be had here in Quezon.
The wonders of Quezon National Forest Park, however, do not end in Pinagbanderahan. There are more! And in the itinerary below, the Bantakay Falls and caves located in Barangay Santa Catalina is also covered. The falls is the most majestic in the at least 5 waterfalls found in the natural park, measuring up to 80 feet.